Hello everyone, this is Sky. Today I am going to share with you guys why I became a weekday vegetarian and how that has changed my relationship with food. In my last semester of college, I took a social context class that really inspired me to change my way of living in order to reduce my carbon footprint. Around the same time, I watched a documentary called Cowspiracy that really opened my eyes to shocking facts about the animal husbandry industry. For instance, I learned that altogether the land area dedicated globally to animal husbandry adds up to about the size of Africa. And despite being under the impression that vegetarianism is becoming a more popular lifestyle, only 4 to 5% of Canadians and Americans are actually vegetarian. I was also really shocked to learn that on average it takes about 15,000 liters of fresh water to yield a kilogram of beef. That means that no matter how much I try to cut down my water consumption as well as my resource consumption on a day-to-day basis, it can never compare to resources that are dedicated to producing the red meat that I might consume. Similarly, 1 kilogram of pork takes about 6,000 liters of water to produce, and for chicken it's around 4,000 liters. In contrast, growing vegetables require far less resources and also does not generate any methane gas, unlike the production of beef. So after watching Cowspiracy and a lot of YouTube videos on the subject, I did my research and I decided that I wanted to become vegetarian. So that effort lasted only about 2 months because I was not able to discipline myself and completely cut out meat from my diet. Over time, however, I was able to reduce my meat consumption gradually. At the end of the day, personally, I just want to curb my meat consumption and have a more structured diet that is more beneficial to the environment. So about 8 months ago, one of my friends sent me a TED Talk video called Weekday Vegetarianism. So the concept is quite straightforward. So on weekdays, you will eat as a vegetarian would, and on the weekends, you allow yourself to consume meat, but only moderately. I would say 50 to 100 grams of meat is within the acceptable range. Studies after studies have shown that red meat and processed meat are linked with heightened chances of getting cancer as well as heart diseases. However, when you consume it only once or twice a week, the risks are significantly reduced and are minimized. And at the same time, when you keep in mind how much resources goes into farming animals and all the cruelties as well as animal rights abuse involved in it, it should be enough to incentivize you to cut back your meat consumption. Personally, for me, one of the biggest barriers for adopting the new lifestyle change is planning out my meals and knowing what to put into my body. In the beginning, I didn't really think about nutritional values and those type of things, and as a result, I felt very tired and also hungry all the time. But after I did my research and planned my meals better, I was able to bypass those consequences. Also, it allowed me to be more adventurous with food and explore more vegetables and grains and legumes that I didn't used to eat. So that is my story as to how I became a weekday vegetarian. If you guys are interested in a more plant-based lifestyle and are feeling a little apprehensive about going vegan or vegetarian, this is a great way to approach it. So that is it for today's video. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and see you guys next month. Bye!